Hi everyone, Minky here with the next part of Let's Play Majora's Mask Minimalist Run. Today we are finally going to get started with Ancient Castle. Now I will start off by saying that I do have now another file that I'm playing of Majora's Mask. It's different to this one in the sense that I've been picking up items and whatnot in that playthrough, and I've been getting so many different things, if you will. And I actually started that on Monday, the 18th of May, and today, as you can see, it's the 22nd of May today. So I've actually got that file pretty much all done at this point. So yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting to see when it does start coming out. But I will note though as well that it's my third series that I've got planned, if you will. Like I've mentioned before, I've got a few series planned in the future. It's my third one that I've got planned. This is the third. This other Majora's Mask playthrough I'm talking about is the third one I've got planned, if you will. So you're going to see it for a while, and even then, you're not even going to see the first one for about a year and a half, I would say. But a little less than that, So it will be a while before the series comes out. But I'll leave a link down in the description below anyway for when it does release, so you can go check it out if you want to and see how it is, if you will. Obviously it's not going to be there yet when I first release this video, but when it does release, when that playlist gets made and whatnot, I'll obviously link it down below. So there's that to look forward to. And yeah, it's not really an awful lot to really mention without really spoiling it. So I will say that it has served as a slight practice file, if you will, for the playthrough. So yeah, that's really nice. I really like that it serves as a playthrough, as a practice file for that, because it means a bit more making this playthrough a bit more easier, if you will, because it means I don't have to worry about certain chests, given that I'm trying to avoid the maps and the compasses and whatnot. So there is that as well. Also, like, I was thinking of maybe making this challenge more minimalist, given what we said before with Seikon stealing the sword, because I just got that video finished editing yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I was thinking we could see about making this challenge a bit more harder, if you will, where we get the sword stolen and we get the bird, I forget their name, but the bird that steals your stuff, they can steal your sword or an empty bottle. You can give the sword to the smithy, so you can obviously get at least rid of two. You can get rid of at least two of your items by that case. I don't know if the bird can steal your bow though. I feel like I saw one source say that they could, and another source said that they couldn't, and that they only stole arrows in that case. What I would probably, I mean, it really depends. I feel like the sword is probably better. The arrows, the bow is probably worse to take. It's better for a minimalist run because it's harder in terms of skill. I mean, it's still one item though, either an empty bottle or an arrow, a bow. But I feel like the bow would be the harder challenge because that's probably more versatile for you. So you can probably be better with that, if you will. You're probably more stuck, quote unquote, without the bow, if you will, especially since that's 4 items that you're losing out on, the fire, ice and light arrows included, if you will. Whereas if you lose a bottle, that's just one bottle. One bottle is like 3 extra hearts if it's a fairy, or it's more magic if it's a green potion, or it's a bit of both if it's a blue potion, stuff like that. And so that's certainly something in that case. But yeah, I figured I'd mention that. Personally as well though, for me, for me, the way I look at it though is that we need the sword in the sense that we just start off with it anyway. We get the sword, so why not use it, if you will, given the fact that we have to get it, Same with the bow. Why not use it at times where it's not necessary? We can use the bow. I don't know how much you need the bow, genuinely, but the fact that you need the bow anyway, I feel like that's good enough to just use it wherever it's better, whether it's the best strategy. Now obviously you could make this challenge more hardcore and only use items that are like outright necessary, if you will, for the certain specific task and whatnot, and you could also go ahead and get your stuff stolen, like the bird taking one of your bottles, well, your only bottle in this case, and paying the smithy to take your sword. Actually, I don't even think you can pay the smithy to take your sword, actually, because I think he takes 100 rupees. So that would require us to get the adult's wallet anyway. So, never mind, because as well, the bird apparently only steals one item ever, and then if you go buy the item back from the curiosity shop, they will respawn, but then you've got your item back, so you can't lose your sword in that case. Well, you can't lose both in that case. You'd have to get the adult's wallet in order to lose both, which obviously is more progress, so that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, if you will. Although I guess you can supplement that, if you will, or is that the right word? I don't know, but I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm sure you can kind of ease up on that and just say like, okay, let's get the adult's wallet, spend the 100 rupees just to get rid of the sword, and then never have more than 99 rupees to spend, if you will. You know what I mean? Just keep yourself with a spending limit of 99. If something costs 100 rupees or more, like a blue potion, you can't ever get that. You know, because even though you have the adult's wallet, it can store 200. You can't get that item because you shouldn't be allowed to have the adult's wallet. I feel like that's a good way to kind of mitigate it. I think that's the right word, right? Mitigate. So that's something right there. But I have held onto you for long enough, for about 1/3 of the video already now. It is time to go and start with the castle, so let's get started then. Ancient Castle of Ikana. In fact, let's have a look down here real quick. Just because I don't think too many people look at this, but I guess it's not really much to look at anyway, to be fair. Well, I say that, I don't know actually, I don't really watch too many people to be fair. So I can't, that's kind of, I can't really say that, to be fair, my bad. But yeah, I don't know, I just like to explore. I should be doing that more often, to be fair. It's just exploring and looking at stuff, if you will. Oh yeah, Gwaze. Oh yeah, Ancient Castle of Ikana again. Alright. So, with that in mind, bearing in mind as well that we can use this now that we've got the mirror shield, we can unlock this, but we have to be on the other side, which still requires us to get the mirror shield anyway, so we still have to go through the well. And on top of that, that doesn't mitigate the powder cake. We will still need that on this file, on this cycle, if you will, so we will need to make sure to get that when we can. Also, I came down here earlier, I think there's a fairy down here, in one of these pots. This random little pond, that's now empty because of the well, I guess. And also like pots down here for some reason. Yep. Because like I said, I came down here the other day, so I figured I might as well get what I can. Because again, I feel like using fairies is fine, but if you're trying to go for sort of genuine minimalist, if you will, more hardcore version, I feel like getting fairies and whatnot is not the right way to go about it, if you will. Like if you wanted to make things worse on yourself, I should say, because then you've got more to deal with. You've only got 3 hearts of health in that case rather than 6. Now I don't remember which way. I think it's that way, right? I think it's right first. So let's have a look then. No, it's left first. Okay. You need to do this anyway on both bits, so it's fine. And yeah, I've got to put on the Gidden mask, and we don't have to worry about these guys, and these guys are a very good money grinding spot, especially if you unlock the mirror shield a bit with them as well, because you can just mirror shield them, and then it's like, then they're just like dancing all the time, and you use they give their mass and they don't attack you. So you know, it's very easy money right there. And each one drops between, they either drop 3 blue rupees or 1 red rupee, which is obviously 15 rupees or 20 rupees, meaning a total of, and since there's 4 of them, that's like 60 to 80 rupees right there per entry, and you can just leave the front door and then come back in. And I need to BRB because I need to make sure to turn Discord off, so give me a moment. Alright. Now, in here, to be fair, I think this is the most random, like, invisible block, like, ever in the game. At least, sort of the most random, mandatory, quote-unquote, invisible block. Because you can make this jump across again, back to the, over there at least. I don't know if you can get over there, I haven't really tried. But, there's like a random ice block here for some reason. Like, it's just so random, because this floor looks like it's like breaking apart and whatnot, like there's so much down there, but then they randomly have an invisible block just here, and it's like, why? Yeah, it's like, why is that a thing? You know, why do you need it? Or why do you have a random ice block? I mean, I know it's because to make the jump easier, but I mean, in terms of lore-wise, why do you have it? You know, why is it there? Which I guess is more of a case of just, you know, like, it's not supposed to make sense lore-wise. It's just, you know, gameplay-wise, it's there for the player, if you will, rather than the lore people, if you will, if that makes sense. You know, it like just seems like what it's supposed to be like. Alright. Also, I should actually show a tip-off that I actually got, that I actually did on my other playthrough. So if you fall down, down in this case, you have to go all the way up. You have to go all the way up to Thingamajig. But if you do this, if you do this, summon a Garo, and then just walk into the Fires Deku Link or Sora Link, both of them will actually spawn you back up here, which will allow you to then come back up here and actually press the button, if you will, if you jump down prematurely, and it works on both sides as well. So it's really nice. Yeah, it's just the front bit, if you will. It's so weird to me that we see more of Ikana Castle than Hyrule Castle, if you will. I feel like, at least in terms of the N64 games. And yeah, Garo Mask works here as well, but it comes with like the downside. I say it's a downside. It comes with like the caveat that you've got the Garo outside as well to talk to if they ever spawn in. So you got to be careful about that. Also, like, why there's a random light block here, but not in the other one? It's a bit weird. Ah, no! Come on, man! Ah, it's gonna go bigger now, then. Wow, the fact I got that one all the way over there. And yeah, this is actually a really nice infinite money glitch, technically. Not glitch, but you know what I mean, like, you can just get easy money. Like just coming in here and then using the War Masters, let them sort of eat you, if you will, like they just did to me, and then after that, you know, they just, you know, turn into 3 more, if you will. Like obviously you got to make sure to defeat 2 of them, just so you don't have to worry too much about it. If you will, so they don't overload you or anything. And yeah, you can just use arrows against this guy. And the nice thing is as well, if you have the map, then there will actually be a red dot on the screen showing you where they are. And yeah, it feels like, I feel like the sound there for them was a bit different as well. But yeah, there'll actually be a red dot on the screen every single time. So yeah, that's very, ow, what? Like, so it's very easy to just, you know, find them, if you will. You can just aim. Yeah, really smart move right there. Drop nothing, because of course. It's a good thing I had the Garage mask on, jeez. Alright. And this is the reason why we need the powder keg, or at least it's coming up. It's right here. So, like, it's so weird to me as well that bombs don't work on the... Not bombs, but you know what I mean? It's just so weird that just bombs... Regular bombs don't work on this. Jeez, it did lag though. Like, it's like, why is there a random powder keg segment here? Like the most random stuff ever, man. Oh well. I wanted to score key to mask works on them actually. I don't remember about that one. Alright. Well, let's not risk it. Oh, I didn't check the room. I should have checked the room from below, if you will. And yeah, that's what I mean. You can just kill them all like that. Just get really easy money. And then you can come out here and they respawn. And yep, the Skull Mask does work as well. I think, ironically, these are the 3 only masks that require the... I think these are the only 3 that do something against them as well. Like, literally get them to dance and whatnot. So, it's really nice like that. Alright, well, actually this is a bit faster than what I was expecting. But I kind of want to make sure I stock up on a few items, because this battle is not my favourite. It's kind of tough, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is, I guess we can go back and just stock up on a few things, and then I'll get ready for this battle proper, if you will. So yeah, let's do that then. I was just about to get... Oh, we can't even escape. We have to go through the bottom of the well as well to get out of here, so... Ah, well, if anything, at least... Like, because we can't do this, we don't have the light arrows, so we have to go through the long way round. So yeah, you know what, I'll do that then, because then at least then... Like, that's kind of interesting then, because obviously not many people are going to really be doing this, if at all. You know, not many people need to do this. You know. At least as well though, in this case, like, we have a way forward again. We just got to get rid of that block, and thankfully we can do that. We can thankfully do that with the thingamajig. You see what I mean when we get back here. But yeah, I like this. I'd like that we have to do this, if you will, because I want to restock and whatnot. And it's just kind of cool in a way that we have to do this like this. I just don't have the map with me, but I will link it down below again. And I think this was the wrong way, right? Yeah, this got to be the wrong way. Yeah, definitely. That's the big Poe room. I remember because it's like such a weird little... It's not a hallway room exactly. Yeah, this is the outsider. Oh yeah. Why is this a thing? Why is this well even a thing? Because like it's connected to both the to that sort of the main Ikana area and also Ikana Kingdom. Like why? Also, like, how far was that? How deep does that go? Because remember, we jumped down a little bit here, and then we come over here. We jump down a little bit more, which I feel like we're already kind of maybe slightly above the well, if you will. And bearing in mind, the whole well is level with itself. Well, actually, yeah, this is the front door to Ancient Castle. And this is in line with the top of the other side, so you've got to remember that as well. And the whole well is pretty much in line with itself, in the sense that, like, the whole well, I think the only area that's not in line with itself is the end of the well. That's the only elevation, if you will. Is sort of the end of it, which is fair enough because, like I said, this is level with the top of the well, with the exit of the well. And to be fair, as we saw when we were exiting, it did kind of like transition out through black, if you will, when we were going through the exit of the well. Well, I say the exit; it's more like the entrance in this case. We're just going backwards. But even so, like if this is just above the level of the well is like level with like the rest of the land pretty much, like the main land. So that's really interesting, I think. I mean, I say all that, but of course it's like there's just so much to it because like, obviously in this case and I feel like this isn't really the time to go over it. I mean, I'm glad I'm going over it, of course. I want to go over it more. I just mean, like, I've got more series planned to really go over this kind of stuff, where I just explore certain bits and pieces, if you will. You know, like, properly mapping out stuff. Because it is genuinely just so interesting to me, to be honest. There's so many different bits and pieces that just goes on in this world. Oh, we need a Pona. Oh well. I mean, we could do the bomb trick. It depends on what you want to use, what consumable you want to use, either bombs or time. And even then, it depends on how good you are at either opponent fencing or bomb fencing. So it's a bit iffy, but it is what it is. Alright. In the land. Alright, what do we need then? I know we need arrows for sure. Do we even have enough space for this stuff? in the bank, because like in this case with the rupees, I might as well deposit them, because again we're very limited on money. We can only store 298 maximum, so I might as well store what we can. For later. I could do the lasso as well, but actually, should I? You know what? We're so close to it anyway. So let's do the lasso. Alright. So, give me a moment and I will see what my lotto tickets are, because I do not remember what they are. Alright, so if I've noted it down correctly, it should be 199. So yeah, hopefully that's correct, because it's been a while. And I haven't really rewatched any of the playthrough or anything. I don't really think about rewatching, to be honest. I don't really... I mean, obviously I rewatched the edit, but it's been so long since I did that. So I'm just relying on myself to have noted it down properly. How much do I have? 100 rupees, okay. Let's not... No, let's not deposit anything, just so I know... I know that I need to get 99 rupees, which thankfully we have the rededs anyway. I can just do that, so... Yeah, that's at least that. It's just convenience, really, at this point. Alright, now I don't know of any good spots to get arrows at, so I'm just going to buy these for the sake of argument. You don't sell bombs, but that makes sense anyway. Do I need bombs? You know what, I will get bombs anyway for the sake of argument. Should I? How many deku nuts and sticks do I have? I have plenty of those. Okay, you know what, one stick. Actually, no. Dang it, I already got that rupee. I know there's a rupee in there every cycle, but I got it. Alright, let's go get ourselves a rupee from Northcott Town, and then I'll get some more stuff. Because at this point, I might as well get a few items, and, you know, like, make sure I'm kind of just stocked up. And I'd rather not deposit more than 100 rupees at this point, because it helps prevent the risk of depositing too much. Because if you deposit 200 rupees in there, then you end up, if you end up depositing 200 or more in total in there, then you get the adult wallet, and we don't want that. So depositing 100 in there means you can only deposit 99 or less in there, which lowers the risk of getting the wallet upgrade, because it means you have to deposit at least twice in order to actually get an upgrade. So what bomb bag do we get anyway? 20. So at least we got that, because like I said, actually no, yeah, we can't get the medium bomb bag anyway. We can't do that because that would require us to get the blast mask. So yeah, we can't get the medium. I was gonna say like for our playthrough, we could have gotten the medium bomb bag, and that would have been fine, but a true minimalist would have gotten a 20 instead. But we can't even do that anyway because of thingamajig. Alright. 10 for 30? Okay, I thought it was 40 for some reason. I'm gonna try and not get the bomb juice, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't think getting bomb juice. I mean, I don't know about bomb juice, to be honest. They're a bit funky, if you will. I feel like a true, like a truer, quote unquote, minimalist run would not get the bomb juice. I feel like that would be the case, if you will, because in that case, it's like in that case, it's just, you know, like, you don't need them. I don't think you need them anyway at all. I think it's like very few and far between, you know, bits and pieces that just quote unquote need them, if you will. It's weird, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do then is I'm going to now actually just end it there, because it's about 30. It's just over 31 minutes now. 31 and a half minutes, I should say. Just over 31 and a half minutes now into the video. And Jesus, his atmosphere is just so nice. Though, to be fair. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. So, on that note then. In fact, let's not do that just yet. Let's not get on a pony. So, I'm gonna end it there then. So, yeah, I don't know what else. Next time I'm gonna be back in Ikana, and I'll see you there, and we'll do the mini boss battle, if you will, against the next bit, if you will, and then that should be enough. That should be exactly what we need to enter the temple, and then we can just go to the temple, and then do that one. So yeah, that should be all well and good. So, on that note then, I'm going to then thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a really minky day.